Hello and welcome back, friends! Another exciting day in Empires and Puzzles brings us a brand new portal. This time around, we get the Titan Hunter portal returning, and honestly, I'm still trying to figure out the purpose of these Titan Hunters. I just am not in love with this particular portal, and I just don't know what drives people to want to pull from this portal as opposed to many of the other portals out there. But since it's not my job to review the portal, it's my job to review the new heroes. Let's go ahead and take a look at what this new hero is all about. And it is called Avestalon? Sure. Okay, so looks like this guy is hunting birds up on the cliffs, right? Like he's a mountain climber that hunts birds, I guess. Cool. So he will be of the sorcerer class. That does give the chance for mana delay upon taking damage, which is pretty cool. Slowing down their mana generation is nice. A reminder of what we get for the Titan Hunter family bonus. It is a bonus for 1, 2, or 3 heroes at the start of a battle. They receive 10, 15, 20% mana. Against Titans, they'll receive 40, 60, and 100% mana. They counterattack with 100, 120, and 140% of the damage received specifically from Titan special skills. So, just understand that counterattack is cool, but only against Titans. That's a little unfortunate there. Now, over here in our passives department, we get enhanced shields on special. Passive skill as attacking character, the fire shields on the board become enhanced with plus 54% critical chance when this character casts their special skill. Okay, that's fun. And then defensively, it says the fire shields on the board become weakened with negative 47% accuracy when this character casts their special skill. Okay, so one thing that confuses me about this, and one thing I don't have complete clarification on because I don't have any of these hunters, is when you modify these boards on the shield, these shields on the board, how does that truly affect things? Like, for example, on offense, let's say you make 6 red tiles on the field have plus 54% critical when this character casts their special. So then does that mean as long as one of those are up on the board, that character will have plus 54% critical chance? Does that mean you have to match one of those tiles to activate the 54% critical chance? And does it last for like several turns? It doesn't really specify that, and I don't have enough experience to guarantee how that works, but in reality, after you cast your special with this character, it should increase their crit on offense, and it should decrease the accuracy of your opponents on defense. Whatever. I mean, it's fine, it's just weird. I wish there was slightly more clarification on how that works. Then we also get Mark of the Titan Hunter. When this character casts their special skill, they put a mark on a random enemy with a hunting flare for 4 turns. A target marked with hunting flare receives an additional 150 damage when they receive a critical hit. So it does just increase the damage on critical hits by a little amount as well. I mean, it's not super significant, but you take whatever damage you can get, so fair enough. Okay, down here in the 8th power department, we do get regen. Gosh, they have been absolutely loving this regen nonsense recently. Okay, so regen's probably my least favorite Aether power. It does just increase the amount, or you will get just a small amount of healing at the start of the first 6 turns. It's like 80 health per turn. It's not boosted, so if you're already at max health, that 80 health does nothing for you. It just kind of disappears into the nether. So, I don't know, it's fine. It's just not great. Okay, down here in our specials department, we get Crimson Trap. Crimson Trap will be operating at fast speed, and it will deal 275% damage to 3 random enemies. Hit enemies become inflicted with Spike Trap. Spike Trap gives the target negative 42% defense against fire. Against nature titans, the Spike Trap gives the target negative 65% defense against fire. Spike Trap explodes in 3 turns, dealing 300 damage to their owner. Okay. Then it also says, if a spike trap is replaced by a new spike trap of the same element, it explodes. This can happen 2 times per turn. Okay, so why does that matter? That matters because this hero is trying to be a Titan Hunter, right? So, like, yes, this hero will do multiple attacks here, the 275% damage to 3 random enemies, and you're thinking, well, how does that really help on Titans, you're spreading your attack out wide. Well, if you only have one target to hit, you're first of all going to do all of those hits to the Titan. So you're looking at like what? Let's just say 750, like an 800% damage hit to the Titan, right? But on top of that, and I want to point out, on top of that 800% damage hit to one target, you're going to also be putting on spike traps with each hit. And each new spike trap is then going to cause the previous one to explode, which can trigger twice per turn. That twice per turn is important because, of course, they cast 3 in one turn. So, like, it's obviously set up so that those explode. That means that you are going to get an instantaneous additional 600 damage added on top of that 800% plus hit to the Titan at that point. So this is where this character, although it looks funky and weird, is going to end up doing a significant amount of damage to a single target, even though it doesn't necessarily look like that. It will happen, and it does have the potential to spread damage out wider and reduce elemental defense down against random targets. I would have liked if it's a little bit more controlled, but in reality, we all want things. That's not how this character works. I don't know, like, we've seen this character already. Like, I just want to point out, there was a green version of this card already released. This is just a more recent version of that. I mean, I guess it gets a nice stat upgrade over the green Titan Hunter that was released because of the raid rebalancing that we had that bumped everything up about 28-30 CP plus normal power creep. This character is probably 50-ish CP over where the green version was released. So I guess with that in mind, 50, 60, I don't know, somewhere in that range, you are getting a much stronger version of a very similar thing. Elemental defense down can be helpful. I mean, all in all, where do we rate this character? I guess I give him an 8. I think it's fine. I give it an 8 because I feel like although it's a Titan Hunter, you can use this in just a regular raid team and still have some success. Like, he's pretty good at doing certain things. Like, I wouldn't say you have a game-changing hero, but when you need him to come in and start doing single target damage, he shifts gears. His character design allows him to go from attacking wide to attacking a single target and being quite effective very efficiently. So just keep that in mind. I think he's a perfectly fine and suitable character, and if you do pull him, grats, level him up, make use of him. You'll find him useful in certain situations. I don't think, again, these Titan Hunter heroes are anything to write home about. I also feel like they're going to be very underutilized because without an event to give free pulls here, I don't know why you choose to pull in the Titan Hunter portal over some of the other portals that exist out there right now currently. So that being said, I just don't expect a lot of people to be pulling in this portal, in my personal opinion. All right. Well, thank you for tuning in, everyone. We'll see you next time.